Hello and welcome back to Ultimate General Gettysburg, playing as the Union Army against the Confederates in this really famous battle that lasted over 3 or 4 days. We are on July the 3rd, 1863 in the afternoon. And if you remember back in the last episode, we really put it to the Confederates and killed a lot of their artillery and really routed their army. And as I've said in previous episodes, in the campaign in this game, it's probably more important to destroy enemy units along the way rather than winning battles as you go along or getting major victories, because in the end the units carry forward into the next battles, and if you've got less to attack in the next battle, then in the end it's going to pay off if you're continually killing more units than you lose, which is what we really did in the last battle. And as you can see in this battle that's coming up, we are going to go on the offensive. We're going to keep attacking now just to finish off the Confederates in maybe this battle, maybe the next battle, I'm not sure, and hopefully finish the Battle of Gettysburg a little bit earlier than it was done historically. We've got 31,000 soldiers, they've got 9,000, 130 guns to their 97 at the beginning of the battle. We don't get any reinforcements, and nor do they, it looks like. So you can see they're just vastly outnumbered, mainly because we really slaughtered them in the last battle. So it looks like the main bulk of the enemy are over here on McPherson's Ridge. We actually hold Seminary Ridge here, and they've got a few units at the north here that we can see. I'm not sure if they'll have any more infantry units behind McPherson's Hill, but we'll let our artillery do them some damage, make sure all our artillery is engaging, which it seems to be. Yep, we'll let all our artillery engage, and we'll start to bring forward our infantry units. And once our artillery has softened up their units a little bit, we'll just launch a big attack and see if we can overwhelm the enemy a little bit. So let's bring all these forwards. We'll start moving up these guys as well into Gettysburg itself. But as I say, we'll just let them bang away and try to soften up. Now they have got some infantry coming in here, but what I might do is let them, if they attack first and then we'll counterattack, we'll just see what their infantry do. If their infantry just come in and sit, we won't probably do anything. But you can see already out, because we destroyed a lot of their artillery. It looks like they've got a lot, but a lot of these numbers on their artillery are fairly low, and the Union artillery is known to be a little bit better than the Confederate artillery in this game. So they are starting to rout a little bit. A couple of their units, as you can see, are flashing and routing. Now they are coming across with their infantry, so we'll just let our artillery have its way for the moment before we move in with our infantry. We'll get all our infantry nice and in position, and we'll keep moving up in the north here as well. Keep these guys marching forward. Won't rush march them because that tends to use up a lot more energy. So we'll just keep walking them forward, getting them into Gettysburg. Looks like Ramseur is coming down from the north. Thomas as well, so we'll engage, certainly we'll engage Thomas with Smith and Ames. And we'll bring Biddle up the middle there as well, and Costa can start making his way forward. Looks like Daniel's coming across there. Now they are coming forward, so we'll bring Vincent up to protect our artillery with Willard, and Schweitzer can go in. No, Schweitzer can kind of flank, and we'll bring McCandles over just behind the guns here. So when these infantry get close to our guns, they're going to take a hell of a pounding. We'll just bring this gun back though. We'll start bringing our units over to the ridge, and we'll start our flanking attack here with Stannard, Brooke and Zook. So it looks like they're charging, but they didn't get very far before they had to pull back. They've got three quite strong infantry units moving in, or battalions moving in there. How are we doing up here? Okay, so we'll keep moving these forward. We'll try and flank with Schimmerfennig. We'll get Paul to attack Ramsur. Krasnavich, he is... he can just kind of hold there. We'll put this guy down here. Biddle can attack Thomas as well. We'll bring these guys a little bit closer to the front. And Burbank can come a little bit closer to the front as well. Not sure what Costa's doing. So we'll get the Gibraltar Brigade to engage. And we're killing quite a few of the Confederate units here. You can see them scattered around. We've lost a few artillery pieces, but we're not really losing our infantry in large numbers, which is the main thing, because that's going to be the things that we're going to attack with very soon once we've softened them up enough. So meanwhile on this side, how are we doing? Looks like Shimmering's getting into a nice flanking position there. This gun isn't engaging, so we'll get the gun nice and forward, see if we can get some canister rounds into them. Looks like Thomas has had to pull back, and we'll send... We'll flank this guy on the other side with Krasnowski, and we'll push Biddle, Ames, Smith and the Buckdale Brigade forward. Why this guy's going backwards, I'm not sure. I think it's because he's out of condition, so we will get him back to recover. And these guns probably not doing anything, so we'll get these guns up. So hopefully we're doing okay here. Conditions still very good for our units here. They're often very happy when they're very close to one another. They're a little bit clumped up, more clumped up than I would like, but we're not too worried about that. And on the right hand side here, we're really putting the pressure on their guns. We'll keep at distance, we'll keep firing at distance for now. Our guns are still engaging, so we'll leave them for now as well, and we'll start to put Cross, Fisher and Graham to go forward to attack the flanks on their artillery here. We'll keep these guys in reserve. We've got some horse artillery here. Why are they right back there? Let's put them up a little bit so you can see we're decimating them. They're in the open ground, they're not doing very well. And on this side, how are we doing? It looks like we've routed this guy as well, so let's just chase him off the map. Let's just keep advancing forward as much as we can. Ames as well. Looks like Daniel's under a bit of pressure as well. Let's walk these guys forward, and we'll keep Smith firing upon Daniel. So you can see they haven't got enough units left in the game now to withstand these attacks after the previous big attack in the last video. So we should be engaging here. Zook engaging Kasky. We'll move the Irish Brigade up, and our guns are still engaging, so we'll leave them. We'll just do a holding pattern here for now whilst we continue to advance in another direction. Oh, this one's firing a long distance. What's he firing at? I can't even see who this guy's firing at, to be honest. It's firing at somebody. So let's keep moving these round. We know there's no reinforcements coming, so we don't really need to cover our backs here. But their left flank here is just going to completely collapse very soon, as is their right flank, and then we can just leave these guys fighting in the middle and try to encircle them. So Zook can keep moving forward. Nelson, those guns are not going to last much longer. Oh no, you keep going forwards. Guns still engaging, very nice. They're still engaging. So we'll move up through the trees, well, because we've got a little bit of cover. And we'll bring the Irish Brigade right around the back there. Got some heavy artillery back here, we'll bring that up. That's engaging, that's excellent. Okay, I think we can start sort of overlapping our units, so push them forward, push Ward forward. Got Webb and Costa, they're kind of recovering a little bit, I think. Oh, Webb's got full condition, so we'll move him forward. Okay, there just doesn't seem to be any resistance on the north anymore at all. Let's move these into this little town. and we can move up onto this ridge here with some tree cover, and we can shoot down upon these artillery then. So it's all looking very good. It looks like we've routed their units here in the south. Irish Brigade's coming up. Zook has routed them right off the map. I'm not sure if they come back on, so we might leave Stannard down there. Zook can go up into the trees here. The Irish Brigade can come up to their right flank. Condition very good. Let's move these up. Condition very good. Yeah, we're looking good here. We're looking very good. I'm not sure where all the VP points. I haven't really checked. We've got one back here worth 15,000. Is that the only VP point in this game? I guess it is. I mean, I can't see us losing that somehow. We'll leave just Costa on there just in case. Just in case, to be 100% sure. Move these guys forward. Just keep running these guys up. Might as well engage Graham, try and get some kills. Biddle to Daniel, Smith to Daniel, Buckdale's Daniel as well. Are these diggers? Yeah, they're firing at those. Webb, you can probably have a go at those artillery. Now you'll see if my infantry get into the open and their artillery are still able to pound us, it can cause quite a few casualties, which is why I'm tending to rather flank and try and rush across the open ground too quickly. But I think we've done quite a lot of damage to their artillery. It's looking a lot weaker now than it was at the start of the game. You can see how many dead Confederate units there are compared to the number that we've lost here. So let's have, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's have these guys engaging those. Move our core forward. Let's move Stannard forward and Brooke. Irish Brigade completely outflanking this little group of artillery with a few infantry units left. They will soon go down. Let's keep moving these forward. We can come up from the south now. We've just got so much stuff to overwhelm them with. Now we need to take out the artillery from the north now. Not really any stopping us this game. So this looks like really being their last stand on McPherson's Ridge here. We're just about to push them off, I hope. Let's move cross up a little bit. Our artillery is not engaging. Oh, these are still engaging, so that's quite good. And you can see they're all starting to pull back, so we might as well just walk everything over the open ground now, because there's not a lot of artillery to destroy our units anymore. See if we can get right up behind them. You can go up there. Are you engaging? Is anyone engaging these guys? I think they're running away faster than we can keep up with them at the moment. I think I've got all my infantry forward. There's another battalion there. Schweitzer, he's looking a bit weak. We can actually send our corps forward just to scout, see what's going on. Right, let's get these up on the ridge. Armistead and Garnet, they're only two really fully functional battalions that are left. And they're going to take a lot of fire. Let's turn this guy and shoot on his flank. Everyone's still moving, I think. Good. Willard, come forward. Yeah, they're breaking, they're breaking. Could be time to do some charges soon. Let's get them really enclosed and then we'll just charge and watch the destruction. Let's get them completely encircled if we can. They're making another little attempted attack here. I can't imagine their morale is very high at the moment. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Come on, speed up just a little bit. I don't want to run them because I don't want them to be depleted so that we can charge them when they all get into position. They're going to have a shock when they run into these three guys up here. Okay, Day, why are you sitting there? Come on. Come on, man. Get back into the fight. Get Fisher up. Get Smythe up. Get my core. Willard. Schweitzer. Vincent. Buckdale. Ward. So Stannard's engaging, which is okay. Get Schmeling across. Baxter. The good old Iron Brigade there. Well, it looks like they're just pushing them. They're just pushing back and back and back, aren't they? Let's get Brook and Zook. Cross. Oh, Ames. It's going backwards. Never mind. Get McCandless. Get the guns up. Right, now we've got 1,900. Oh, condition's not good, so I'm not going to charge these guys. I'm just going to let them stand. Condition is like they get exhausted if they march too fast, so we'll just leave them. There are, in fact, their units are charging, so we've got a bit of a melee going on here. But we should be okay. There should be, although Stanhard is actually routed, which is unusual. We'll get Brook to give him a bit of support. Come forward, come forward. Iron Brigade. It's a really nice looking game, this. I'd love them to bring out something like Waterloo or something like that out on one of these types of maps in the future. I think it would be pretty nice. See, I can't really charge, mainly because the condition is low because they've been coming such a long distance. I'm going to have to let them stop and rest before I can really charge them. That's the problem with Stanhard. His condition's really low, which pulls the morale down, although he has still got quite a lot of units, of course. But they seem to be exiting the map. They're not even going to be in the game if they're not careful. They're getting really squeezed now. There's nowhere left to go. Nowhere left to go. Oh, the battle's about to end. Oh, 6 minutes. We've still got 6 minutes to finish them. 6 minutes to push them right off the map. Ames can come back in on the... Oh, still got the artillery firing in. Okay, Paul, I'm wondering whether to do a charge. Oh, we just haven't got the condition for a charge, unfortunately. Which is a bit of a shame. What about Brooke? No, his condition's low. How long can they hold on to the edge of the map? Oh, it's over. Forced across the barrier of Seminary Ridge. Major victory. Okay, so what happens next? So that was a real triumph, General. The rebels learned their lesson today. Your brave determination didn't give them a chance even to think they could win this battle. They are running back to Virginia, and our proud Army of the Potomac has prevailed. After this victory, the rebels will never dare to march on northern soil again. So it looks like we've won the Battle of Gettysburg. Yeah, I think that's about it. So it was the 3rd of July. At 6 p.m. we managed to finish the Battle of Gettysburg as the Union. So I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I quite enjoyed it. It's a really nice looking map. But as I say, the strategy really, rather than win every battle, was to destroy as many of the enemy soldiers as possible. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that. I will be playing as the Confederates in the next campaign, so we can see if we can do to the Unionists with the Confederates as we did to the Confederates as the Unionists. So thanks for watching this little series. I hope you're enjoying Ultimate General Gettysburg. It's not everyone's taste, but I quite enjoy it, so I'm definitely going to do the Confederate campaign, and I might go on my Twitch channel and play some skirmishes or even some multiplayer against other players on this game, because there is multiplayer on this as well. So thanks for watching. Please do comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.